Andy Boy Simmonz, a former two-time IPW UK champion, and after some difficulties with Billy Lightning and the A-list this year, he's finally getting back on track towards a possible third title reign.
I haven't actually seen Billy Lightning around today.
Maybe he's gone off to the jungle with all those other celebrities. He can stay there if he has.
Good point.
And his opponent.
You realise we actually agree on that. Oh, but here comes a challenge.
Making his way to the ring, the bad boy of British wrestling, John Ryan.
John Ryan, who basically just came out of a brutal and very evenly balanced feud with Dave Morales, the Human Hate Machine.
Yeah, in fact, both Simmonz and John Ryan, as it happens, on the losing side of their matches last month here in Bromley. Ryan, as you say, losing to Morales, and Simmonz on the losing end of a six-man tag. So both men with a real point to prove in this singles ranking match.
Exactly. Both of these guys realise they've come out on the losing end recently. They want to pick up a bit of steam again, and so they have signed to this match. No grudge, no backstory to this at all. Simply that these two guys want to get themselves closer to the title picture.
Yeah, you don't need a backstory when you've got the IPW UK title to compete for. The most prestigious title in British wrestling today. Ryan and Simmonz both want their opportunity. If whoever wins here will climb that little bit higher towards getting it. Just feeling each other out in the early going.
Yeah, it's the first time these two have wrestled each other.
Certainly the first time I've ever seen it.
I'm trying to rack my brains as to a time they've met before, and I honestly can't think of it.
Of course, from different parts of the British wrestling world, if you like.
Indeed.
You've got Andy Boy Simmonz, of course, trained in the FWA Academy. John Ryan very much associated with NWA Hammerlock down the years.
And they were very much isolationists for many years, and so they wouldn't have met in their formative years, but they've certainly been successful in their own right.
Well, we're seeing them compete in their prime against each other tonight. Could be a real treat of a match. As you see Ryan going into the hammerlock and Simmonz reversing. And Simmonz with a headlock takedown, countered by Ryan. And now the thing is, Dean, the thing I was thinking as we went into this match, this is a singles ranking match for the IPW UK title. What a wealth of talent there is at the moment in IPW competing for that title, as well as these two. You've got obviously Martin Stone, who's just got through finally laying to rest the ghost of Alex Shane, and now you've got all those other competitors who are chomping at the bit for a title shot. It really is great competition here in IPW at the moment.
Absolutely, and it's the sign of a good promotion when you've got not only a great champion as you have in Yestin Reese, but you've got a bunch of hungry competitors chasing the tail. The easy part is getting to the top, and winning that title. The hard thing is to keep it.
Of course, it makes things a little easier if you've got four of your buddies at ringside whenever you defend the title.
Oh, don't give me that. Stone's got just as many buddies as you put it. That's why we've got this eight-man elimination tag tonight. It's the two gangs in IPW, the Thrillers and the Firm, and they're going to be butting heads in our main event tonight, an eight-man elimination tag team match. But right now in the ring, we've got John Ryan and Andy Simmonz, and this one's gone to the mat.
Yeah, I think Simmonz was trying to roll over possibly a pinning predicament, but Ryan saw it coming. And I'll tell you, the gangs is certainly the operative word for those two groups of four men who are I don't know what they're going to do to each other in that match later on our main event tonight.
It's going to be brutal. And I think they might start to help out with the refurbishment of the Bromley Civic Hall by tearing down a few walls. Meanwhile, in the ring right now, Simmonz winning a test of strength almost there with John Ryan, goes into the armbar. How long will this stay on the mat? That's the question.
So interesting immediate switch of tactics. It went from the armbar into the chin lock there. And Ryan countering incredible seesaw action here in the early going. Every 10 seconds or so it seems like one or other of the men does a reversal and gains the advantage.
Very evenly matched.
And Ryan, you see, he's using his own foot to hook the legs backwards. Andy Boy Simmonz. Simmonz screaming in pain here. I don't think he's within reach of the ropes. Could be in danger of having to tap out here.
No, he's not within the ropes because, I mean, Andy Simmonz is a ring veteran, and if he could reach them, he would. But John Ryan's a ring veteran as well, and he's pretty much slap bang in the centre of the ring.
Into a pin cover. Kick out at 2. Not sure if I agree with that decision by Ryan to go for the pin. He's really weakening the arm of Simmonz there.
You know, sometimes you just go for a pin as a psychological thing, just to remind your opponent, I'm here, and you know, my aim is to beat you. My aim is to either pin you or submit you. He's just gone for a submission, so he just goes for a pin as well. It's getting in the head of Andy Boy Simmonz. That's what he's doing there.
Yeah, he went for another one as you were talking there. Just overpowering him into a pin, and again, both shoulders down. There's 2. Closer than Simmonz would want, I'm sure. And it's Simmonz with a little smile on his face as he gets to his feet. He knows Ryan's got the better of him in that exchange. Both men back up. This one, as you said, been on the mat for the early going. But both of these men know how to all out fight, and we may be about to see that here. Uppercut from Simmonz and another.
Yep, Andy Simmonz exploding into offense.
And Ryan went for a lariat. Simmonz ducked. Could have taken Simmonz' head off if he'd been hit with that one.
Well, Ryan used so much force that missing him actually sent Ryan over, losing his balance, you know.
He hit the mat pretty hard, in fact. Knee to the gut, but Simmonz rolls through into a pinning combination and a 2 only.
Reminds me of some of the hooks Ricky Hatton was throwing last night.
Great win for Hatton last night as he retained his World Championship. Of course, this is all about the IPW UK Championship tonight. And Ryan...
You know, the thing is, these guys aren't fighting once every 6 months. They're fighting week in, week out. There's no off-season in wrestling.
And again, with the competition as intense as it is in IPW at the moment, no one can afford to ever just phone in a performance. You have to give your all every night, and you're seeing it in this match.
Nor do you want to get injured, of course. That's the other thing to bear in mind. When we were watching Maximum Head in our last match, you know, if you're injured, you're not competing, you're not in the rankings. Oh, I'm talking about something that could give you an injury. Andy Simmonz basically gives John Ryan a taste of his own medicine.
Got 2, and no, Ryan, we talked about ring savvy, managing to reach the bottom rope.
Yeah, you don't need to expend the energy kicking out, you just grab the ropes instead. Smart move by John Ryan. He knows where he is in that ring at all times.
I'm surprised he knew where he was, period, after that German suplex landing hard on his head and the back of his neck.
I reckon he'll give Andy Simmonz a receipt for that one. He'll deliver a German suplex of his own. There's a matter of pride there. It's one of the moves that Ryan prides himself on, that German suplex, and he's not going to like being hit with it himself.
You know, John Ryan's the kind of guy, I haven't got a lot of time for his attitude. I haven't got a lot of time. You know, I wouldn't spend any time with him at all, quite frankly. I'm a bit intimidated by the guy, but you've got to have respect. How is he so quickly back in control of this match after such a high impact suplex?
Because he's one tough guy. He's one hard bloke. That's why.
Knee to the face. Well, as hard as he is, he may not be able to kick out of this one. He does just about. But Simmonz very much has the upper hand here.
You know, you go to the part of Kent he's from, and they're all like that. Just because you've come from some Silver Spoon area, was it Hampstead or wherever it is you're from?
I'm from the mean streets of Surrey, Dean.
Yeah, where so posh the big issue sellers take credit cards.
Wouldn't know, I tried to avoid them.
You're so charitable.
Ryan taking the arm of Simmonz down to the mat and stamping on the hand. You saw, as I said, Simmonz was in control. Ryan with the rake to the eyes to change the momentum in this match. He's not afraid of a dirty move, an illegal move, quite honestly, if it'll put things in his favour. Any shortcut, any advantage, that's what he's prepared to take to climb the rankings. Ryan taunting Andy Boy Simmonz, telling him to get to his feet. Simmonz just completely gasping for air now. Look at that. I think he may have been playing possum because he was ready for Ryan there. Turned round, kick to the gut.
Oh, he's got him up now.
Delayed vertical suplex, shades of the late great Davey Boy Smith. And down goes Ryan.
That will make all the blood rush to your head. Really takes it out of you when you land.
Simmonz with the cover, he's got two, and no! Ryan just gets his left shoulder up. This one's going to continue.
But with that move, the tide of this match may very well have turned.
Simmonz forcing Ryan to his feet.
Or maybe not.
Oh, and Ryan, what's this going to be? He's going for a pile driver. Gonna drop Simmonz on his head.
He hits it right on his head. Come on, Ryan, make the cover. If Ryan makes the cover, surely that's it.
Ryan does make the cover, and this time Simmonz near enough to the bottom rope. He gets his foot on the rope.
His delay allowed Simmonz to roll towards the ropes. Again, what we've been saying about ring positioning, Dave. He managed to roll himself to the ropes. He didn't have to expend the energy in kicking out. Great thinking from Andy Boy Simmonz. And once again, this match continues.
I've never ceased to be amazed how someone can have such awareness after just being dropped on their head. Fall away, slam by Simmonz. Got the cover, 2 and 3.
And just like that, out of the blue, Andy Simmonz has won this match.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Andy Boy Simmonz.
Well, wow. I complimented John Ryan for his toughness, but literally moments after Andy Boy Simmonz' head bounced off the mat with a pile driver, he instinctively knew enough to go for a fall-away slam and pinned a shocked John Ryan to the 1, 2, 3.